What's up everyone, it's just Blaze89. Today's video is going to be the best class setup for the M40 assault rifle in Call of Duty Vanguard. I'll get started by saying I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird in this one. But yeah, so it's going to be the best class setup for this gun, along with 132 kill gameplay on shipment. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. The first attachment we're going to go for on this assault rifle is going to be the cord muzzle brake, and that's obviously the muzzle attachment. It is the best out of all the attachments on the muzzle, even though it's actually the first one that you get. It increases accuracy, and I've got a whole video about the difference between accuracy and recoil control, which I'll leave a link to down below, you can check out. And all the other attachments here either don't give you as much of a boost to accuracy, or they do, but they come with a nerf to your aim down sight time or sprint to fire time. So that's the best one to have, is the cord muzzle brake. I will do a quick summary after I've explained all the attachments, so if you want to skip the details, feel free to skip to the last couple of minutes. Well, I'd say about 4 minutes in, and see where you're at, and you can get a quick rundown summary of the class setup. The next attachment is going to be the barrel, and that's going to be the Kralsnik 700mm 01V barrel. What that's going to do for us is it's going to increase our horizontal recoil control by 40%, which is a big difference. It's also going to give you increased idle sway control by 52%, which means you're going to bob around less when you're aiming down sight. It does nerf the hip fire accuracy, but this gun's terrible hit off the hip anyway. Whether you boost it to the max you can with all hip fire attachments, it won't make a difference. It's not a good gun off the hip. You want to be aiming down sights where possible. It will give you like ever so slight nerf to your sprint to fire time, but that's not going to be a problem because we'll boost it with other attachments anyway. It'll also increase your aim down sight walking speed, so again, the best barrel out of the options that are there. Next is going to be the optic. Obviously you can go for whatever optic you want. I personally prefer the Mark III Mod 2 Sun Filter, just because it's a 1.5 magnification optic, which I find to be perfect for close, long and medium ranges. So it's basically, I find, the most balanced out of all the magnifications on the sights, but really not important. Go for whatever you like best. Onto the stock, and we're going for the Kralsnik 12V. What that's going to do is give us +3 accuracy, which again is very important in this game. It is not the same as recoil control. Again, I have got a video which I'll leave down below in the description that you can check out the difference. It's going to increase our vertical and horizontal recoil control by 13%. It's going to give us a 10% increase to our centering speed to make it faster, which is better, because that's basically how quick after you fire a shot the reticle comes back down to its point of aim. And it's also going to give us a 20% boost to flinch resistance. So obviously when people are shooting us, normally your gun will bob up and down a bit. That's not going to happen quite so bad with this attachment. Again, it nerfs hip fire accuracy, but again, hip fire is terrible on this gun anyway. The next attachment is going to be for the underbarrel, and that's going to be the Mark VI skeletal. And that is going to give us an aim down sight increase ever so slightly, and that's literally all it's going to do. There is other ones that give you a slight boost to accuracy, but they're really not worthwhile because they tend to nerf your aim down sight and sprint to fire time, and you don't want that being too slow, or it's going to make it a problem to run around with this gun. It's going to lead you to having to camp lines of sight instead, which would be a waste with this gun, by the way. The next attachment is going to be on the magazine, and that's going to be the 30-06 50 round drums. What that's going to do is it's going to increase your magazine capacity. So instead of having 25 rounds in the mags, you're going to have 50. It's also going to increase your starting ammo amount, so you'll have 350 bullets to start you. It's going to give you 166% increase to bullet penetration, so shoot through walls is going to be a lot better. It's also going to increase your vehicle damage by 38%, so it'll be easier to take out spy planes, counter spy planes, that sort of thing. It's going to give you a 20% boost to bullet velocity, a 40% boost to damage, and that's a really big one, because what that's going to do is it's going to make this gun a 3-shot kill anywhere on the body, which is obviously making this gun very powerful. What it's also going to do though is it will reduce your vertical and horizontal recoil control. It's by 50%, but trust me, you're not going to notice it, because with the other attachments that we've got on this, it is a highly accurate gun, so it's really no need to worry about that. The ammo type I've gone for is lengthened, and that's just because it's going to increase bullet velocity by a further 30%. The reason I keep increasing bullet velocity is because it really makes a difference at ranges. as bullet velocity is obviously the speed the bullet travels from your gun. So the higher it is, the quicker it gets to where you're trying to shoot at. At close range, it's not so important, but once you get out to longer ranges, it does make a big difference. You may have felt sometimes at longer ranges like your shots were almost lagging. If that is the case, that's because you haven't got high enough bullet velocity on your gun. So we're going to go with lengthened ammo type just to give us increased bullet velocity even further. On the grip, the rear grip, we're going for the stippled grip. That's going to give us a +2 recoil recovery. It's also going to boost our initial accuracy and recoil. Now, a boost to initial accuracy and recoil, in my opinion, with most guns, is better than increased accuracy under sustained fire. Because in this game, most kills are going to come in the first 4 to 5 shots. And initial accuracy and recoil boost means that you'll get a boost to your accuracy and recoil for the first about 7 bullets that come out the gun. So we're going with the stipple grips. It's going to do that. It's also going to give us a 20% boost to our centering speed again, meaning that will be more accurate because every time we shoot, the reticle will return to the point of aim a lot quicker than it normally would, so less missed shots. And it's also going to increase our vertical and horizontal recoil control. Sorry, wait there. Sorry about that. The proficiency we're going to go for is going to be brace. What that's going to do again is increase initial accuracy and recoil. Just because with this now being a 3-shot kill, odds are you're going to get the kill within those first 7 shots. And for those first 7 shots, you will be like a laser beam and highly accurate. The kit we're going to go for is going to be fully loaded. Now in the video you're watching, I actually had surplus because I was still leveling up the gun. Surplus just increases the XP you earn from kills. So if you are leveling up the gun, have surplus just so that you can level it up faster. But I go with fully loaded just to give you maximum starting ammo, which is obviously always going to be useful. That's everything. So the attachments to go through that again are for muzzle, the cord muzzle brake. The barrel is the Kralsnik 700mm 01V. The optic, any one you like. I like the Mark III Mod 2 sun filter. The stock, the Kralsnik 12V. Underbarrel Mark 6 skeletal. The magazine is the 30-06 50 round drums. Ammo type is lengthened. Rear grip is stipple grip. Proficiency is brace. And the kit is fully loaded. The perks that I go for on this is going to be Dauntless. Because 1, it stops you suffering from the effects of suppression where it slows you down when the enemy's firing at you. And 2, you're going to be immune to all fire damage except for the flame knot. So if someone throws Molotov at you, if thermite gets thrown at you, if you run through fire, anything like that, you're perfectly fine. I have done a video about that called How to Become Fireproof. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well, so you can check that out, see how effective it really is. Perk 2 that I'm going for is going to be Radar. That's just so enemies pop up on the minimap when they're firing their weapon, which obviously makes it easier for you to see where the enemies are and decide which way you want to move to flank them, get behind them, or at least know if they're getting behind you. The final attachment that I've gone for is the mechanic attachment, which came with Season 2. That gives you field upgrades, which charge 20% faster. I like to have the dead drop as my field upgrade because that stores your kill streak, even though it really is luck of the draw, because sometimes with the spawns in this game it will just spawn you in front of the enemy and you'll lose the streak anyway. But it's very useful to have, especially when you're going for the bigger streaks. If you don't want that, then I would recommend having overkill and probably throwing a riot shield on your back just so you don't get killed from behind. But it's up to you really what you want to do on that one. My lethal, I'll go for the frag grenade. You could go for the sticky bomb. Those two are in my opinion the most effective. And tactical, you can either go for stim or you can go for the sorry about that, the stun grenade. I would bear in mind that the stun grenade does do 20 damage, so that is very useful to know. So that's everything then. As for the secondary, go whichever you feel is best for you. I hope this video wasn't too long. Let me know if you made it to the end in the comments down below. Sorry about this, guys. Just had to clear my throat. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. What would you like to see next? In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.